Yo, what's going on, people? More TMNT Shredder's Revenge, but this is be. I want to talk about DLC content for this game. DLC coming when it pertains to costumes, new characters, expanding the world map, etc., etc. Now, going back before before the game was released, there have been talks about if there gonna be new costumes coming in, alternate costumes, DLC, such and such. So I was doing some sleuthing, right? And I'll put the link down in the description box down below. But if you follow a guy on Twitter by the name of Cyril Imbert, he talked about this the day before the game was launched. And this is what was said. Some clarification here. There won't be alternative costumes at launch, and we don't have DLC planned so far. But we never said never. He has an emoji with a wink. It will depend on many factors like the game's reception and the ideas slash feedback that the awesome community will send us. So all of that depends on the reception, the ideas, feedback, such and such from the community within the TMNT. But of course, at launch, there was no costumes, there was no new character. The only new character that was available was Casey Jones. You just had to beat the game. But when it comes to DLC, though, they never said never. There's gonna be some DLC. All right, there's gonna be some DLC content in this game. There's gonna be costumes coming in. Now, what I'm going to be talking about now is the expansion of the world map, because the world map I want to get into because it is so glaring and it's so right there. Now, look at this right side right here, right? You can see the right side aside from episode 3 and you go through the tunnel right here. What about that upper section right there where the clouds is? What about that section there? They could easily expand that, right? Expand it further. Also, if you also look on the map here, like I'm hovering up on this section here, you could easily do something with that side. You could easily do something with this. Now, moving further on, I'm going to go to the left side here. Now, you see those little pulsing wavelengths going from one side of the island to the other as far as within the cities. They could do something with that left side. And here this goes. You got two bridges. One, two. You technically got two bridges. And of course, there goes the Statue of Liberty, Liberty Island. But you could easily do something with this left side. Easily. I could see the story kind of expanding a little bit. And they could go along the lines of this. Because I was just thinking off the top of my head. Right? So practically after episode 16, after defeating Super Shredder, you could say the Turtles are enjoying a nice little time of peace. Shredder, who's been defeated, is in hiding, trying to gather up, recover his strength, all of that stuff. Meanwhile, some other stuff is going on within the city. Some kind of wrongdoings, bad activity, chaos is going on. So the Turtles go to the other side of the map. Now, you could bring back Bebop, Rocksteady. You could bring the other characters back to some degree, but there should be like new villains. You know what I mean? New enemies that are causing all of this ruckus. But in the meantime, Shredder is planning, trying to come up with something to get revenge at the Turtles based off of their last encounter. Shredder got defeated. So he just been gathering power, trying to come up with a new plan in order to destroy the Turtles. Something along those lines, just to expand the game a bit. That's the whole DLC. So I'm just sleuthing around with that. But they could do something along the lines with that. But also, as far as with the costumes, alternate costumes, I mean, as far as with the Turtles, for the most part, I could see them doing something with their bandana, the weapons that they wield, such and such. Like, it could be a new skin for Leonardo's swords. I could see them doing a skin when it comes to Michelangelo's nunchucks, Raphael's weapons, Donatello, April, as far as with her microphone. It could be a different look as far as with her microphone. Splinter, instead of the staff that he holds, it could have a different skin on it. You know what I'm saying? Casey Jones with his hockey stick. It could have a different skin, a different look, a different feel. And as far as with his mask, that's easy. It could have a different color. It could be red, blue, green, what, it doesn't matter. And then, of course, with characters, since Casey Jones is the only new character, even though you get him by unlocking him, you could have another character come in the game based off of the TMNT franchise or with just by the show alone. Just bring another character in as far as, okay, this is a new character, but you got to do this in order to unlock it. There's so many ideas that they can go to as far as with DLC content, putting something new into the game, because at launch, it was awesome. There was stuff to do in the game, right? You got the story mode completed. You got the trophies, such and such. You got the arcade mode. Beat the arcade mode on the hardest difficulty. Do all that other stuff. But you could expand on this. You could, that left side, that is easily, you could easily put something over there. You can't tell they cannot put anything on that left side. As far as with this side up here, they could do something with this. I could see them doing something with that. And then the right side here, you could do something with this. And that little patch of green on top right there, something could be over there. I could see something there. So there's plenty of stuff that they can do as far as expanding the game, adding more stuff into it. So that's my 2 cents on it. Let me know what you guys think as far as with DLC ideas, DLC content that's going to be coming for TMNT Shredder's Revenge, because it's not just going to be just like this. There's going to be more.